Well, good morning, everybody. Happy Sunday. Happy Father's Day. Uh, happy Model Cars and Coffee Day. As usual, hosted by Paul at Left Coast Model Car Builds. Thank you, Paul. Most appreciated. Made coffee this morning, enjoying some Kauai coffee, my favorite. And one of my favorite mugs. This was the first coffee mug my wife ever gave us when we were still dating. So that's almost 40 years old. Still kicking. Stuff all over my desk. It's back here. Got together with family last night. Some of my family. My daughter Ashley and her husband Ryan came down with my grandson Jackson. My other two, Evan and James, both working. They're high school kids, and both have jobs, so they were both working last evening, so they weren't able to come. So missed those two, but always love seeing all of them and any of them. My granddaughter Harmony came, and my oldest daughter Dawn was here as well. So we had a nice evening. I brought my mom down also. Had a nice evening with pizza and stromboli and salad, and just hung out and had a good time. We always have a lot of fun together. My youngest daughter, Darlene, is not doing well again, unfortunately. She may be heading back towards the hospital again today. She's just having circulation problems. Her fingers turning purple again, and this is how she ended up back in the hospital 2 weeks ago. And her fiance Marlon, he's been a little under the weather. There's some kind of respiratory virus going around, and he's been battling that. So we did not get to see them, so they are missed and thinking of them. But today I have to probably make a decision whether to get Darlene back in the hospital again. The poor kid just can't seem to get back on her feet, and not sure what the solution is. So she's definitely having circulatory problems and some breathing problems. So my wife just bought her. She just her birthday was just this past Friday, the 13th. She just turned 40, and got her a breathing machine for her birthday, oxygen machine. So we're hoping that's going to help her a little bit. But anyway, keep her in your prayers. I appreciate it, you guys, as always. And I'm doing better. I mowed the yard yesterday, and it did not kick my ass. Of course, my oldest daughter Dawn had got me one of those big cushy butt pillows to put on the seat of my tractor, so that's made things a lot easier. So I mowed and just did a little line trimming. I got up early yesterday, went and got my hair cut, and ran a few errands, and mowed the yard early before it got too hot. And it has been brutal hot here this past week or two. Has been really, we've had some rain, but it has just been really awful. I'm hoping today to get out, and I'd like to do some detailing on my car and clean my wife's car out as well. I think I'm going to put my Easy up out in the driveway there to just kind of keep things shaded. I was just out there a minute ago, and the bugs are terrible this morning. I didn't no see them, so don't want to get out there too early. But anyway, so my bench is a mess, but it's a mess. But I'll show you some Father's Day gifts I got, just real quick. Oh, I got this shirt, a nice Hawaiian shirt with Stitch on it, and I love Stitch. Anything to do with Stitch. So and Ashley loves Stitch too. We joke all the time about Stitch, and I make up his voice. And got this cool salt and pepper shaker, Snoopy on his doghouse, and it's magnetic. Comes apart though, but you got your salt and pepper there, which is really cool. There's little holes there and little holes there, so it goes back together like that. So that's a cute piece. And they gave me an eBay gift card. And let's see, got this really cool neck fan, which sounds weird, but this thing's great. I mean, it blows cool air, and I'm hot all the time. I mean, I run hot, so this is, I mean, it's high speed. It's really nice. It feels really good. So I guess my daughter's got one, so she got me one. So I think this is going to be nice out, for working in the yard and stuff. Help keep me cooler, because I get really hot. And then this was just kind of a joke gift. My daughter thinks she's always doing something weird, so she got me these light up gloves I'm not sure what the purpose of this would be, but they strap on, and I mean, you can light up your nostrils, you can do fun stuff like that. But yeah, so they're LED gloves. I'm sure I'll find some use for it. For Ashley, this kid is always joking, so this was fun for her. She laughed her butt off with me putting these on last night. So anyway, so let me clear all this stuff. I'll put Snoop over here. Get this stuff off the bench. So let's see so this week I pretty much finished the Tiki Trike. This artwork was this was redone. This was originally the Digger Trike, and my buddy Dave Merrick redid all the artwork, box art for all of these the last time they reissued these, and so they turned it into the Tiki Trike, which was kind of cool. Dave's a good guy, hell of an artist. Yeah, let's see. I just stuck this in this dust cover. So let me get it out of here. All right, show more light up here. We'll get you guys in closer. Let me refocus you here. All right, it's a fun little build. Mostly straight out of the box. I changed the tires and rims. I didn't care for what was on there. So went to the parts box, found these Mickey Thompson, these real rubber tires, and these rims. These rims actually could have been out of one of the other bike kits because there's, I couldn't find any front matching ones. So, but I liked the look of these better than what was in there. So switched them over, and I think these tires might have been made by MRC quite some time ago. I really like these, and they're treaded. And I mean, these little bikes aren't perfect. It's an typical MPC kit. It's got some issues. So, but I really think it came out nice. This is a Tropical Glitz Cosmic Orange paint, and everything else is just straight out of the box. Use the semi-gloss black Tamiya for the interior, and the chute just flat black. I used the little red piece of glass that comes with it. It comes with blue and clear and red glass, so I stuck the red in there and just kind of complement the orange. So finished that, and this little teeny pedal car to match it, a little Merc pedal car. This was an eBay find. I think this was like $3.99, but it's just fun. Not much to it, flat bottom. You got to make your own little axles and stuff. I think I showed you that previously. And then I just used the Molotov pin to go over, did the grill work and the windshield and the center of the steering wheel. So just a cool, fun little piece. So finished those up. So I did actually accomplish something this week. And as you guys know, I'm a toy guy. I like vintage toys. So I'll show you something here. Some of you may remember these if you're as old as I am, and some of you may have no idea what in the living hell this is, but these are Winnie the Pooh spoon sitters, or bowl sitters, or bowl hangers, whatever you want to call them. So these were cereal premiums back in the probably I'm guessing late 60s, early 70s. And these would, well, let's see if I can do it. There you go. I can do it with my coffee mug. They would hang on the side of your cereal bowl, or you could flip them onto your spoon, and they would just kind of hang out. So we got Christopher Robin in purple, and they made these in a bunch of colors. This is the most common color you'll see Pooh in. And we got Eeyore in purple. Got a purple Piglet, and I got kind of a aqua blue Pooh. So those are cool. And the spoon part here on Pooh, you'll see this slot here underneath of him, and that would slide onto your spoon, and that way you're holding your spoon and you got Pooh looking at you. And you can see that's the way they all of them have that spoon slot, or their little arms are made where they'll hang onto your bowl. So it's something cute, I mean, and I just sent quite a few of these with some other stuff up to the my daughter's space at the antique mall that she just got. So we're gonna try our hand at selling some stuff up there and see how it does. And these little things in this week, there's a little 3D printed the Chevy logo cut in them, but they're you know, like display or tire chocks or display chocks, car show chocks that you put the car up on and set them on that. I got those in. Let me get a shot of coffee here. Hang on. I seriously need that coffee this morning. I went to bed late for me last night, 10:30. I haven't stayed up that late in a while. I've been going to bed at 8, 9 o'clock because of fatigue issues, and I woke up at 5 this morning to go potty, and just kind of tossed and turned till a little after 6, and I finally thought, oh, what the hell, I'm going to get up and get cleaned up, so I did. So I'll probably end up taking a nap today. Something else I got in this week, finally got this boat in this week, and it was worth the wait, but this was an eBay purchase. This took 18 days to get to me, which from Florida. Go figure. It was a little aggravating, and the seller got a little snippy with me when I questioned him about what was taking so long. But anyway, because he had, on the original post, it said allow 7 days for printing. So I figured the 7 days for print, maybe 2 days for shipping here in the state of Florida. So yeah, do the math, but he didn't get it out. So anyway, this hull comes in 2 pieces. It's got a huge dovetail in here that you have to sand it a little bit and then lock it in place, which I did. So I've already filled this. I filled this actually the day I got it. Got some putty in there. That's the kind of sucky part. Obviously his printer's smaller, so he's not able to do this hull in one piece, but it's okay. But it's nicely done. Otherwise everything is really crisp. Comes with all the interior components, your seats. It's pretty basic, and it comes with one of the newer late model outboards on this one, and 25th scale. And it's got kind of the new kind of pump, very smooth kind of aerodynamic outboards that go on it. And I didn't get it with the trailer, but I did get it with it comes with a stand, like a cart that it sits on, that they would use like in a boat yard to push a boat around on. So because the trailer was like another $30, and I just didn't feel the need for it. So I'm not sure where this is going to go. This could possibly go on the back of that big semi that I've got. I don't know if it would fit or not, but it could be where it's going to go. Who knows? So anyway, yeah, so I'll have to get out there. I know this is going to need a couple rounds of filling and sanding. You can already see where, some of that seam has come back through here, but so that's why I always give this stuff a couple days. This is good putty, and it doesn't shrink a whole lot, but it shrank some, but that's okay. So so I'll do a first round of sanding on that, and then we'll get back out there and do a little more later on. But so that's I've got other stuff to show you later on in the week. I got another piece in another 3D print figures, good figures. My buddy Chuck Darnell, he has a good friend Brian Sodergaard, who is really talented on he does CAD, knows how to do CAD. And Chuck, we were friends at one time with this guy who had this sculpt of a couple of, it was Fred Flypogger, which is Stanley Mouse's character, that most of his cartoons are based on. Stanley shirts or his creatures. Fred Flypogger is the basic guy, he's kind of big bellied, hairy, hair sticking up, monster kind of guy. And Fred Flypogger, of course, became he's on all the models. That's the surfer, the cop, and the speed shift. Those are all the Flypogger figure in some form. He just modifies them slightly. So, and a lot of his cartoons were modified illustrations of Fred Flypogger. So anyway, Chuck had seen this sculpt that this guy Roy had, and it's kind of a surf scene. It says, "Yes, my son, there is a surf city," and it's Fred Flypogger talking to his son, like a small Fred Flypogger, holding a surfboard. And Chuck had kind of tried to strike a deal with this guy at one time about possibly molding that and casting it in resin. They couldn't work it out. So anyway, he had been telling Brian about it, and Brian said, well, I think he had a picture of it. So he sent it to Brian, and Brian was able to work this thing up on CAD and has printed it, and came out really nice. I just got mine Friday it came in, and there's not very many of them right now. I think mine's number 3 that he's made. It was going to be number 2, and I think Brian's actually doing one himself. He's a really good painter too, and just a cool guy. He's in a band. He's just really neat guy. So anyway, so he may be offering those up. I don't know exactly what he's going to be charging for them, but I'll let you know when he starts to offer those up, and probably do a limited number of them. I don't think he's going to create a huge amount of them, but I'm really happy to have one because I don't think there's going to be that many of them made. So going to be a cool addition to my collection. Let me. We're going to go out to the garage, and I'm going to take this last few swigs of coffee, and we'll go out to the garage and just show you what's going on there. Let's see, did I bring anything in? No. Okay, all right, so we're gonna go out there, so I'll splice this together, so I'll be right back. All right, I'm back, and so I'm holding the camera, so hopefully, in the words of my father, I won't be shaking like a dog shitting peach seeds. I'm from Indiana. My dad had a lot of those sayings. It was kind of handed down through the family over the years, so I don't know what that means, but I get it. Yeah, if you think about it, yeah, I get it. That would hurt. Anyway, all right, so let's here's what's going on here. So the Gremlin, got it in black primer. I think I'm gonna probably try to spray this maybe today. I had done this in gray primer, did a lot of sanding and cleanup, and finally got this body to probably the best it's gonna be. So that's all primered, and yeah, like I said, it's best it's gonna look. I did notice there's kind of a waiver in the passenger side door, but nothing I can do about it. It's just printed that way, and there's just no damn way that's gonna be, able to get it perfect. So I'm going with that. I think I'm gonna be using the Tropical Glitz. It's like a violet, cosmic violet, which is close to the Hot Wheels magenta. And this car was actually only made in a few colors when it was made. I think 1971. I think they did it in the kind of the candy gold, and that magenta was very common. And I think I've seen them in blue and maybe red, but they didn't do the full spectrum of colors on it, of Spectraflame colors. These are the Hot Wheels printed tires or rims. So black base coat on those. And now what I'm going to do is go in and I'm going to try to see if I can mask off all of these little holes first, because all of this has to be chromed, obviously. If I don't have any luck masking that, then I may just go ahead and shoot the whole thing in chrome and then go back and hand paint in the black inserts. But I like the black the way it looks now. It's very clean and smooth, and I'd hate to get in there and brush paint it if I didn't have to. Still got to do the tires, paint those up, but I kind of wanted to get it this thing kind of sitting up. I do have the chassis. It was upstairs. I forgot to show you guys the chassis. I painted the chassis and most of the interior pod in the Tamiya dark gunmetal. And then I'm going to mask everything off and probably do the door panels the same color. It does have door panels in it for some weird reason, but I'll probably do the door panels to match the body color. I still have to make a dashboard because they didn't send me the dash. I'm kind of getting the idea at this point that I'm never going to see the parts that I got shorted, so not going to worry about it. Going to scratch build a dash, so that's what's going on with that. Other than that, I've just got crap sitting everywhere out here. I've got more stuff in this pile here. I did get the other piece that Brian, the guy I was telling you about, this is his Ratfink piece. I got that in white base coat. I've got another figure from Andy Cope. That's oh God, I can't remember the name of the band. I'm drawing a blank. Anyway, figure from there. And then, of course, I got this bin with all kinds of crap ready. And I got a bunch of stuff in different shades of primer, so ready to go. Interior parts for some of the other kits I'm working on. So, yeah, a little bit of everything. I got to get out here and do a major cleanup in the shop. I mean, things are just, it's a mess out here right now. Let's see if I can leave that there and not move around. I just got to pick up, and I have fallen so far behind from just not having any energy, but I'm feeling better, and I think I'm just going to start getting back. I just got to jump into here and get things done. It's hot though. It's hot. It's getting really hot out in the garage. It's already getting hot this morning, and I got a wasp flying around out here too. Pain in the ass. But I've got to do some cleanup. I just really need to just sweep through here and put a bunch of stuff away, and I'm gonna build a new wooden box for my grinders, to, you know, for catching shavings and sparks and stuff. So I want to do that. That's something I've been wanting to do for a while. I'm wanting to build a paint booth. I bought all the components to build myself a paint booth finally, and I just haven't done it. So I'm gonna have to get off my ass and get this stuff done. I don't know when, but that's something I want to do. But everything else, I just need to do a general cleanup and put stuff away. You know how it gets. Sometimes you just kind of let it go, and next thing you know, you got a huge mess. So anyway, all right, I'm gonna wrap this up because this thing's probably rolling on close to 20 minutes by the time I put this together. So I'll see you guys later this week. Hopefully get some progress rolling. I'm gonna try to get the motor for the Gremlin. I think I've got that to where I want it. I'll go ahead and put that in black base coat as well. And I'm going to spray that entire thing in chrome also, I think. But I think it'll look cool if I get all the black base coat in there. Whatever I can't get with the airbrush with the chrome, we'll have that black kind of under base to kind of pick things out. So I think that, you know, it'll look okay where I can't get. So I'm going to try to do that this week sometime too. But I'll probably get it in primer today. So that's it. All right, guys. Again, happy Father's Day to all of you fathers. Happy Sunday to all of you who aren't a father, and just have a good day, all of you in general. I appreciate you coming by. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Give me a thumbs up if you will. Please leave a comment, good or bad. Don't like what you're seeing, that's fine. You can tell me. You know, I'm not going to get butthurt over every little thing, but and always love hearing your ideas. Keep an eye out too, Mike over at the Intake. Him and I are going to host a group build coming up here, and it's going to be a long one. I think, you know, Mike said maybe we'll do it from July 4th to July 4th, a year, so it gives you plenty of time. And it's just going to be, you got to paint your build red, white, and blue. So kind of an all-American thing, but it's going to be kind of let's see if I got it in my phone. He sent me some artwork yesterday. He's been working on, yeah, there we go. Burgers and Beer group build. That was one of the artworks. Hopefully you can see that. And then he did one I like with cars too. This was kind of cool. See that hopefully. So yeah, so that's where we're heading. So yeah, burgers and beer is always good to me. I mean, I can't drink too much anymore, but I do enjoy an occasional Corona and a greasy hamburger that I'm not supposed to have, but with my diet, with my shitty kidneys. But anyway, so look for that. Hopefully a lot of you guys will join in on that. I think it'd be fun. And anything all American red, white, and blue I think is awesome. So that'll be a fun. And you got a year. I mean, heck, you could build a couple of things in there. I think it would be a really good group build and get a lot of nice entries. So please look for that with Mike over at the Intake, and I'll give you a heads up. But I think we're going to start that again. That'll start July 4th. So kind of keep an eye on. Unless he changed the date. Did Mike change the date? No, he's just got 2025 to 2026 on there. So yeah. So all right. Thanks again. Thanks for coming by. Enjoy your day. I will see you again real soon. Talk to you later this week.